Good morning, everyone. Time now for the Tuesday Talk Show, last Tuesday of the month here on KAJO Radio. We welcome County Commissioners Keith Heck and Simon Hare into the studios today. We'll take your phone calls after the top of the hour. In the meantime, just stay close to your radios, as a matter of fact. And Commissioners, let's say good morning to each of you today. Glad to have you with us this morning.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Good morning. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. First of all, we had a Cave Junction meeting. Was that last night?
Last night.
Last night. Little
Had a pretty good turnout. It
really?
Was, more than normal, but not a room crowding kind of a thing. It was good. We had a good time, and there was not a focus on any one particular issue. Some of them were just misunderstandings in certain things. The ethics investigation came up to play, and trying to correct some of the presuppositions on this thing is that, the more you try to explain in one sense, the guiltier you are. And so it's a waste of breath in one sense. But it was just generally was a good discussion, and nobody was really ticked off about any one particular thing. And so it was enjoyable.
When you sit up on the podium at the Ann Basker, it feels like you're the king and we're the servant subjects, I just really got to let you know. And having a lot of people show up, the demeanor really changes than when it's a few people that are just always trying to bring in the issues and you get irritated. I almost feel like there's contempt at times. But, I'd like to say, Simon's not here tonight. It's too bad. I think he's in the treatment program. Is that correct? Yeah.
I couldn't be here tonight.
He couldn't be here. Really too bad. Local community not able to see Simon.
We're a lot of commitments that we have to be to. So.
Yeah. Well, also, you guys have also been cited by the State Ethics Board for a whole slew of violations regarding meetings. And you guys failed to show up at the hearing where you had your opportunity to say your piece in it. And I know you're denying it. Mr. Keith Heck, you are on record of saying, I know we're breaking the law and I don't care. So please just hold it. Wait, I'm going to talk. It's my turn. Okay. And, you guys, you're not the most ethical people. But you know what? All of us, I'm not here to throw the stone, but let's just be honest, okay? We're all people. We all are imperfect. But let's get real. We're paying you guys. We need you to work for us and be straight with us.
We have not yet been found guilty by the ethics board.
You have a chance to rebut, and you know how this system works.
Well, if you knew how the system worked, you would have said what you said.
But why are we doing this mess to begin with? It's crony corruption, people in the government that are
Can you allow me to talk and to finish? If I asked you, what were we charged by the cronyism? The cronyism was January, February, and March. We had 3 months of potential of having 12 executive session meetings to where they're closed to the public, where we discussed and we read our decision at the open meeting when we opened back up. So the maximum there was 12. We had an agenda that we have. We list out different points that we're going to talk about during the executive session, public knowledge. And we also had a final entry, matters from commissioners. Because there was occasionally, I think of the...
For 15 years.
Yeah, it's been there for multiple years, but the point being is that whether it was or wasn't, not here or there, the point being of the potential of 12, there are probably 3 or 4 times we actually had something under that matters from commissioners that had to be reported on when we went back to the public session. So it wasn't the idea that it was a super secret thing. So because of that and how it was handled on the agenda, that's what the complaint was, that we violated the open meetings law. Mm-hmm. Okay. We still have not yet resolved that. I mean, it's still, the final gavel hasn't been rendered yet. It's in the process of it. But it not yet has been rendered. Now, there's been all kinds of, there's been activity behind the scenes of trying to resolve this because of the Ethics Commission trying to trying to finish the product. And we're trying to arrive at a finished product as well. Even at the worst case scenario of the finished product, they're going to say to us, you ought not to have done that, you need to do it differently. Well, we've already changed that the first time we were notified of it. We took that open end off the agenda, so it hasn't been that way. And I just, if you want an ethics situation, $73,000 in 3 years spent on travel, I think that's a serious concern. The items that we have been charged with, I've been charged with as one of the members of the commission, it might have been technically wrong. That still hasn't been said because we did everything under the advice of legal counsel. So I mean, that's And
well, Wally was potentially being charged too, except that the.
Well, I'm just saying we just don't do it legally. We just don't do things on our own. I guess somebody might. I'm certainly not going to leave the charge in that one. So it's on a scale of 1 to 10. Was it giving it the worst case scenario? Was it wrong? Okay, it was wrong. Was it criminal? No.
Okay, can I just let's just sum this up and let's just.
There was no way.
Okay,
No, I'm saying there was no
Let's
way
just sum
that.
this up and say the fact is that we find ourselves in this situation, and if you're working for us, wouldn't it behoove you to work more openly with us and not be so trying to do things that are.
Okay, let me answer that.